Welcome to UG Academy. Today we are going to talk about passing array as a parameter within function. And we are going to directly start off from where we left in the last video. Here is our program. And in the last video, I demonstrate how to initialize arrays. And in this video, we are going to talk about these print arrays functions. In C++, array cannot be directly displayed to the console by using cout. So I decided to write a function that takes in the array as an argument and then use our code to print it to the console. It works like this. First, when we are passing our array as a function parameter, we first write the type of the array. In this case, this function will accept a float array, and this function will accept an integer array. They are very similar since they are two overloaded functions with the same purpose, just for different data types. And then usually, for static array, we also need to have its size. Later I'll explain why. Okay, so the function starts here and start printing out things to the console using cout. And then we are going to access the array with a while loop. In this while loop, we are going to access the elements of the array by using an index. Remember that array in C++ start from 0. So if an array contains 10 elements, then the index will be from 0 to 9, excluding 10. At the end, it prints out the close bracket. That's how these two functions work. Pretty simple. And the reason we need the size arguments here is because we don't know how long the array is. So we need to pass it externally into this function. And here is how this works. As you can see, we have print array here, and then accept the array, and then we will calculate the size of the array by using size of. The size of function is a built-in C++ function which will return the number of bytes of this object. And then once we take the size of the array and divide it by the size of an individual element within the array, then we can obtain the size of the array. You may wonder that why can't we calculate the size of the array within the print array function here, so we don't need these extra arguments. The reason for that is more subtle, and I'll explain it in detail in later videos. Just now, I'll say that it just does not work. You must calculate the array in where it is defined, in this case in the main function. So we cannot calculate the size of the array in this function, even though we can pass this as an argument. So other than printing out the array, in this video, I would also like to introduce how to modify an array within a function. For example, we would like to rotate an array. Rotate an array just means that we push the element to one side, and then for the element at the back, we bring it to the front. Okay. So similar to previous function, we are going to take into arguments. The first argument is the array itself, and the second argument is its size. Then we are going to get item 0 here, and it will be the front of the array. Okay, it will be at the front of the array. We store it as an integer item 0 first, and then we are going to shift the value within the array by 1 using a for loop. J equals 1, and then J smaller than size, and then J++. J++ is the post-processing statement which will perform after every loop iteration and increment the loop counter. Okay, J minus 1 equals to ARR J. Oh, here. It should be a semicolon. Semicolon. Yeah. And this will shift the elements within the array by 1. And then at last, we are going to handle the head. Okay, like this. So you may wonder, why are we directly modifying the array? Will this affect the array outside? The answer is yes. While we do not have the reference side here, this one, we are not passing by reference here. However, by definition in C++, all array is passed by reference. So if we modify an array within the function, the array outside will always get affected, and they always get passed by function. The reason behind this I'll also explain it in a later video. So in the main function here, I'll just print out the origin value of the two array, and then rotate the array y, and then print out the new value of the array y. Okay, let's have a look. For the sake of time, I've already precompiled the program. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the array x, and then this is the array y, and then we perform rotation on array y here, and then you can see the entire array shifts to the right by one value. Okay, so the 0 goes to here. So that's the video for today. In this video, we talk about how to pass array as a function argument and how to access and modify value of arrays within the function. In the next video, we are going to talk about multi-dimensional arrays as well as character array, also known as string. See you guys next time.